Joined by the leader of the Freedom Front Plus, Dr. Pieter Groenewald. Thank you so much for your time, sir. Well, you've made very big gains nationally as well as provincially. What do you put that down to?
Well, we are part of the big five political parties in South Africa now. And the reason is quite clear, that the Freedom Front Plus campaign was a positive campaign. We told the electorate what our policies are, and we also said how we're going to make certain proposals to ensure that those proposals can contribute to make South Africa a better place. And I think that made a big difference. Of course, I had an excellent team who worked very hard in this whole campaign. And I would also say that it is true that the Freedom Front Plus got quite a portion of the DA, traditional supporters who came to the Freedom Front Plus. And I think that is because of the fact that the DA were not specific on certain issues. For instance, political analysts said, but the DA actually became the ANC light. And I think that made a difference.
Well, you've got 10 seats in the National Assembly, but what could you really do with those seats to stop things such as the expropriation of land without compensation, which was one of your major draw cards in the election campaign?
Well, let me put it this way. If you're an opposition party, whether you've got 10 seats, whether you've got 84 seats, it doesn't matter. If you don't have the majority, you cannot stop expropriation without compensation. The Freedom Front Plus launched specific actions. For instance, we already laid a charge at the United Nations Human Rights Commission. We submitted some petitions in Parliament, and we said, we will still fight expropriation without compensation. We will see what is going to happen now. It's true. Amongst the ANC and the EFF, they've got a two-thirds majority now. And if they change the constitution, we will continue to fight that expropriation without compensation and to see how we can prevent it. And we said, we will go to the Constitutional Court. In fact, we will even go to international courts as far as that is concerned.
You recruited Pieter Marais to be your Western Cape Premier candidate, and he was on most of your election posters. You've got 10 seats now. Are we likely to see Pieter Marais representing the Freedom Front Plus in the National Assembly?
Well, he is not in the National Assembly. He represents the Freedom Front Plus in the provincial government of the Western Cape. He was not on any other list. He was only on the list for the Western Cape. He is there now, and Pieter Marais was appointed on merit. He has experience as a Premier of the Western Cape, as a Mayor of the Cape Town city, and therefore he got that position on merit. And I said, I'm very glad that Pieter Marais is now in the provincial legislature of the Western Cape, because he will ensure and he will keep the DA on their toes.
He's called for farms to be sold to people of color at discounted prices and 1994 prices. So do you agree with that?
No, let me correct you. You know, it's very amusing when people take what some politicians said in the past. The day he joined the Freedom Front Plus, he repudiated himself. And I will not allow him to say things that is against the policy of the Freedom Front Plus. So, with great respect, let us inform our viewers what is the correct fact about that. If you go into politics histories, you will find that there were some NP ministers who said certain things, and now they're with the DA. Are they still standing with that? That is the question. I don't think it's fair to use that to some sort of discredit the whole issue of Pieter Marais.
Thank you so much, Dr. Groenewald. Of course, the Freedom Front Plus also cooperated with the ANC in the past. We're not sure if we'll see that happening in the future again. But I have to go ahead, sir.
No, let me say it. In which way? Never ever in the history that the Freedom Front Plus had any coalition with the ANC government.
I said cooperation, sir.
Well, all parties cooperation. The DA, all the other parties, the IFP, all cooperate.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pieter Groenewald. Let me move on to